You're watching E.T.N. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video, we're going to talk Star Wars: The Force Awakens, and we're going to discuss some box office predictions. Now, in the wake of all the success for Jurassic World, a lot of us believe that Star Wars is bound to even surpass them. And I gotta say, so far the box office this year is just phenomenal. It's great for the movie industry. A lot of movies are having a lot of success. Obviously, like we just mentioned, Jurassic World, of course, Avengers: Age of Ultron, San Andreas has fared very well, The Kingsman has fared very well, along with a lot of other titles. And you gotta wonder, where will Star Wars fall in line? Now, if I had to be someone that was going to predict this, I would say it's going to end up number one. I really have to say it's going to end up number one. I think it's definitely going to surpass Jurassic World. I think it will definitely surpass Age of Ultron. You're talking about a franchise that began back in the 70s. It's got almost 40 years of fan base of all ages, of all generations. And when you consider the excitement for the last trilogy that came out, even if the movies weren't that great, you got to think that this time it's going to do better. I mean, look, we're bringing back the original cast, 3 members of the original cast, obviously Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill. That's going to play a significant role in bringing the fan base out in full force. Okay. They have some great young talent. Okay. Boyega's a great actor and he's done a lot of good work early in his career. Max Van Sydow, obviously very crafty veteran, and they're building their own universe. I mean, when you think about it, not only are we getting 3 movies, but we're also getting spin-offs, and it looks like it's going to be at least one every year, if not one every other year. And right now, as we know, it's going to be this year's Star Wars Episode 7. Then next year is Star Wars Rogue One. So I think it's easy to say that this movie will be the #1 movie financially for the year 2015. I think when you consider what Jurassic World's done, nobody expected Jurassic World to pull off those kinds of numbers. When you consider that the last 2 movies after the original one were not received that well. But with this movie, I think, and talking about Jurassic World real quick, obviously they had Chris Pratt, fresh off of playing Star-Lord in Guardians of the Galaxy. That played a big role. So the actors do play a difference, and that's why I think Star Wars, The Force Awakens, is going to make some serious bank. Because again, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, you're talking about nostalgia, and it's going to be right after the last, the first trilogy, but chronologically the last trilogy, which is episode 4, 5, and 6. So there's just a lot of intangibles that play in favor of Star Wars making that much money. Again, nearly 40 years of fans. You know what I mean? Nearly 40 years of fans. And you have to believe that a lot of them are going to flock to the theater to see this movie, regardless of what happened with The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith. So if I had to put a number on it, I did read an article that some professionals are predicting close to $2 billion. I mean, that's a tall order. That's a tall order. I'm not saying if there's one movie series that can do it, I would say that it's probably Star Wars. But I'm going to be a little bit more modest, and I'm going to say whatever Jurassic World finishes at, because it's still running right now, I'm going to say they do probably, like if Jurassic World finishes with like 1.6 billion, then I'll say that Star Wars will do 1.7. You know, I don't think they'll beat them by a long shot. I think they'll beat them. I mean, 100 million is a lot, but when you look at the numbers of that magnitude over a course of time, that would be considered just eking them out. And I do think it'll be close. Jurassic World obviously is a very popular franchise in and of itself, but I do believe that Star Wars will end this year being the #1 banking movie of 2015, because of all the intangibles involved. It's got no competition that time of the year. It's got veteran actors coming back that a lot of people are familiar with. Look, people are critical of J.J. Abrams. Say what you will. I like J.J. Abrams. He's done a lot of work that I'm a big fan of. I think that's going to play a factor as well. I think he's going to do a good job his first time out. He himself is a huge Star Wars fan. He went and did practical effects for this movie. He was very traditional. Yes, we'll see some lens flares, but that's okay. I'll take a couple of lens flares if you're giving me Han Solo, Princess Leia, and Luke Skywalker. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think it'll be the #1 movie of 2015? I'm sure many of you do. I think so. I think a lot of intangibles going to play, specifically the original cast returning from the chronologically second trilogy from the 70s and the early 80s. What do you think? Do you think that's going to play a factor? Is there another factor you feel will play into it being very successful? Obviously, the movie has to be good. They have to have a good story, and they have to have things in the movie, certain elements that make it fun, that people enjoy. But Jurassic World, while it was a fun movie, did have a lot of flaws, but that did not stop it. So I feel confident that Star Wars will definitely deliver on a story, but time will tell. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. This is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching E.T.N. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. Join the nation's Facebook page to meet other subscribers or visit E.T.N's Facebook page and Twitter page. Links for all are in the description.